Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy. Everyone, thanks for listening to another episode of Fullbuddy Fantasy Football with Craig Bentley and Corey Bentley and Travis Kenny. Who are we? What are we? We're a quick 15 to 20 minute podcast that you're going to listen to every Sunday morning. You're going to hear what you want to hear. The sit-ems, the start-ems, the sleeper picks. It could still be on the waiver wire, and then the pick-ems, and then the random bet of the week that we've forgotten to do like 5 weeks in a row. And so, anyway, Craig, go ahead and say what up to the fans.
What up, fans?
Corey, go ahead and say what up to the haters.
Hello, haters.
And we're going to jump right in. All right, so Week 9 edition. Who are we starting? Who is the must start? Go ahead, and we'll take Craig. Go ahead, Craig.
Well, my first stardom here is going to be my lucky charm right off the bat. I forgot what it was called last week.
Oh yeah, we have those.
Remember?
Oh yeah. Now we have those, but you can only use them once.
I'm going right off the bat. Right
is
here.
It Mike Davis again?
It is not.
Okay. All right.
my start and my lucky charm.
Okay. Which is what?
I forgot. What did we say mine was?
Yours was a horseshoe.
I was a horseshoe. I don't know what you were.
4-leaf clover.
4-leaf clover?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my stardom and 4-leaf clover of the week, Antonio Brown.
That's a great idea. Are you concussed?
Did Tom Brady make you drink something?
He's just rolling high off of that Eagles win last week. He's like, anything can happen at this point. Antonio Brown, who's going to be the quarterback? Are we having Cam as a quarterback on this? Is he supposed to be the quarterback for the Patriots this week?
He's on the Bucs.
Antonio Brown is on the Bugs.
Oh, that's right. It's been a week. It's been a week. For whatever reason, I thought he was on the Patriots. I thought he was back on the Patriots.
Does it make my pick look better now?
Yes, actually it does. So I was like, who's going to throw to him? All right, I like that. I think Brady's got you're right. Brady's got a soft spot. I remember this. Brown was shacking up in Brady's house for a bit, too.
Sunday night game? Yeah.
Tony Robbins, too. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, Tom Brady's going to change his life.
Yeah. All right, who's your must start of the week?
All right, my first one's going to be dependent now because Stafford is in COVID protocols, but if he plays, my start of the week is Starvin' Marvin Jones.
Because he finally did something last week?
Because Galladay is out.
Again?
Galladay hurt his hip. They don't know how long he's going to be out for.
Oh, my gosh.
And the Vikings are 30th against wide receivers in scoring. So if Stafford is there, you start Marvin Jones.
Wow. I think, honestly, Ryan Tannehill is going to have an amazing game against the Chicago Bears. You're going to have this. Granted, they got Khalil Mack, but Khalil Mack's going to be looking for the guy who's equal his size running a football named Derrick Henry. I think you got Corey Davis, AJ Brown, and Jonnu Smith, full health. I think this is like the first week in forever where they're actually like not questionable throughout the week. They're ready to roll. So I'm going to say Ryan Tannehill will have a phenomenal week. That is my stardom. You know, last week, who I wish I started, and I didn't, and I didn't, and I wish I did. Oh no, this wasn't it. It was last night. It was Vasquez, Scandalavian Vasquez.
MVS?
Yes. I almost picked him up. And I thought, this is the type of guy that I think, and it wasn't because it was one of those like purchase a guy. He's like, you need like a $10 wide receiver. You have a budget of $200 for the week. And he was sitting there and right next to, I think I picked up a Falcon. I even forget who the wide receiver was, but I almost picked him up. I thought, it's perfect. A cheap wide receiver that could possibly get a touchdown, and he went off last night. So I'm very disappointed. I hate that.
I was disappointed last night's game as well.
Why?
Because I started Robert Tonyan and Hasty, and they scored a combined like 1.65
Dude,
points.
I started Hasty too.
That was horrible.
It was so bad. So bad. And then did you play against any Packers last night?
I did not.
So I had McKinnon last night.
Which is good. He got garbage time touchdown.
And I also had the Packers defense last night.
Which was actually really good.
It actually worked out well. I normally don't start a running back against the defense or something like that, but actually last night worked out pretty well.
But when they're playing the JV squad,
exactly.
you start the defense.
Who did Miami play last week?
Rams.
Yeah.
And they just that defense just took it to Goff.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, let's move on. We're getting sidetracked. Anybody else that you want to start? You just feel like really good, like not like a sleeper pick, but like you probably have this guy on your bench. Or go ahead.
I'm starting Diggs against Seattle.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I will agree with that because I went wide receiver heavy too. So I have Cole Beasley on my list against Seattle too.
That's a sleeper pick
because
though, I'd say.
If they're going to pass, they're going to pass a lot.
Yeah.
And he's been going across the middle and hooking up with Allen a lot. And then Jerry Jeudy plays the Falcons. And that's another guy. The Falcons are 28th against receivers, so he has a chance to actually put up some numbers in that game too.
Yeah. I like Jack Doyle. But that's a sleeper pick, so we won't do that one. All right, yeah. I don't have anyone else to really. If you're not starting like Diggs, I'm going to start Diggs. I have him in a few leagues. Melvin Gordon, I probably would start him because Lindsey's injured. He's questionable right now. I mean, I'm sure he'll be back. Other than that, like I don't know. I think that you're probably, if you got him, you already know if you should start him or not.
You start your studs.
Start your studs. Always got to be consistent. Who are we sitting though? Who's the studs that we might be sitting?
Well, if you had Ronald Jones, you're sitting him this week. I think you may be sitting him even further on this week. We'll see. Fumble last week. Fournette getting more touches than Jones. I think you're safe to sit.
Fournette's starting to get hot.
Yeah, Arians rides the hot hand.
Yeah.
So this one hurts me. It hurts me to my core to say this, but I would bench Jonathan Taylor because he got a bum ankle. They only gave him 10 carries last game, and they keep riding the hot hand, and they gave Wilkins 20 carries last week, and they're playing the Ravens. So there's too much uncertainty for me with Jonathan Taylor, and it hurts.
I like that. I am probably going to sit Odell. Just kidding.
He's having a hard time sitting.
I want to start him. It's a good defense. It's a good matchup that he's going to go up against, meaning that he has the upper hand on him. Pittsburgh has got the 25th ranked pass defense. You've got Amari Cooper. That quarterback, who's it going to be this week? Is Dalton back from I don't think so, right?
And it's not Dioth.
I actually have the Cowboys receivers on my list to be eerie of because they're starting Rush from their practice. I think they're supposed to bring him up from their practice squad and start him. And at 20, so if you're looking at just the stats, like they're going up against the 25th pass defense, probably going to look pretty good. I have to start Amari Cooper because the rest of my team is injured reserves. It's Mostert, Mixon, Eckler, Giovanni Bernard. Oh, that's a bye. And Calvin Ridley. Now, Calvin Ridley. Oh, is he? Ooh, Calvin Ridley. Is he back? Okay, well, never mind. He's listed as questionable. Anyway. You almost have to start Cooper, but
I have to.
I
hate it.
A lot of that Pittsburgh stat, too, could be because they're so good against the run that you almost have to pass against them anyway.
Right.
But I'd still be scared.
And you're down. A lot of passing when you're down because Pittsburgh's undefeated, so you're not running against them.
I want to say it's Cooper Rush, but I could be wrong on his first name. But if you don't know who the QB is, it's kind of hard to be like, I want to start these guys.
No. Sleeper pick. I'm going to go sleeper pick first. Now, you said you don't like Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I like Hines. And the reason I like Hines is because I like Phillip Rivers. And the reason I like Phillip Rivers is because I had Melvin Gordon as well as Eckler for the past 3 or 4 years. I think I even had whoever was before that. I can't remember. But Phillip Rivers is going against the second best defense in the NFL, the Baltimore Ravens. What Phillip Rivers likes to do is freak out quickly
with his noodle arm
and throw a check down to the nearest running back.
Yep.
And then that running back will take it and run 5 yards. So if you got a PPR, even though Hines is probably going to be the second RB, I would still put him in there as your second flex. If you got a flex, don't start him as your RB1. If you've got like a third option, that's where I'm going. If you're looking for someone to pick up off the waiver wire.
So for me, I'm going to go kind of more of a deep sleeper Monday night game. James White. And I say that because I think Newton's got to get on track. I think he's going to be doing maybe.
He's got Antonio Brown now, though.
Yes.
Starting at running back. They moved him. It's going to be amazing.
I mean, who's the best team to get back on track against?
I just don't like it because it's the Patriots, but that's all right.
Who are they playing?
The Jets.
The Jets.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a Monday night game to watch. All right, so I'm going my sleeper, and you should probably on your waiver wire, you can pick him up, is Darnell Mooney on the Bears. He's basically slid into the number 2 role on the Bears behind Robinson, and he's starting to get anywhere from 5 to 10 targets a game for like 5 games straight. The only problem with it is if Foles can throw a deep ball that lands near his receiver, he's gonna break one.
Right.
So it really comes down to Foles' accuracy, but if Foles can hit him, he's gonna be open.
Any other sleepers? All right, so pick him last week. I think I'm undefeated for the year so far.
You've survived everyone.
I'm just nonstop surviving right now. If I haven't, I'm still back in. It's weird. Call me Lazarus. So last week, the crazy one. What were you surprised? And did anyone pick it? Cincy?
We took Cincy.
We said Cincy on the air.
You
We
did?
both did. That was our upset.
That was our upset, and it happened.
That's incredible.
And I was
Thank you.
Yes, I was surprised how close Tampa, because that was my pick,
Right.
and I really thought that was going to end up.
Tampa got super close.
Yeah.
But, I'm still upset I didn't pick the Dolphins game too, because that was another one that I thought was a close.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't pick that one and pick them, but
Chargers, right? That was who did the Chargers play last week? I can't remember, but they've given up. That was the third or fourth game in a row where they had a lead of 16 points, and then they end up losing, and they lost by 1.
they're the new Falcons.
Yeah, they're trying to beat Atlanta.
We can lose better than you.
Are they trying? Okay, they got Herbert. They got him, but no.
It's a sweet game.
That was a sweet game. He jumps up the blocks.
But I mean, the Falcons, they don't want to tank because they've got Ryan. Because you're probably going to get what's that kid Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence, yeah. So who's trying to tank right now?
I don't think any of them are getting past the Jets. But let's just say you are the Chargers and you lose every game the rest of the season. You get the number 1 pick. You can trade that pick for just a bounty if you don't need a QB.
True.
Everybody's going to want that pick.
True, very true. All right, who is your guys' pick of the? Pick them if you pick them, and then we'll do an upset too. But pick them. You're picking them.
I'm going Pitt over Dallas.
I mean, that's a good one. Yes.
I haven't taken Pitt yet.
You're right.
We're trying to do different teams.
I thought we were just doing locks, not survivors. So mine, I
Oh.
took KC over Panthers as my lock.
KC over Panthers. Okay, and I think Pitt. I mean, that's a lock too.
Okay.
I think Arizona
We
over Miami.
We need noise effects like the lock sound over top of your pick. Yeah.
We'll see if I can look those up. I'd say upset. So there's close games. You got the Saints and the Bucks. That's a close game. I don't think anyone's really an upset there. Jets and the Patriots. I'm telling you, it looks tempting as heck.
Who's favored in that game? I don't even know who's favored.
I'm gonna go.
Not the fans.
Not the fans. And then you got the Hawks and the Bills. Who's the underdog there? Right? What would you say?
I think
it's pretty
Buffalo's
even.
Buffalo's the underdog.
Buffalo's the underdog. That's what I'm picking as my upset. It's Buffalo over Seattle because I don't think a lot of people will expect it.
I mean, and then you got the low turds like the Texans versus the Jags. Like everyone is very evenly matched this week. Very much. It's crazy. Other than the Panthers, but other than that, holy cow. What a week of this is going to be some good games. I wonder if it's going to be low scoring games.
You should take Dallas.
I'm going to take the Jets over the Panthers, or because they're not playing. I'm going to take the
Automatic win.
I'm going to take the Jets over the Patriots. That's my upset.
I think, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go Chicago over Tennessee.
Really?
Just like last week when we took Cincy over Tennessee, I think they're doing it again.
Is it
Tennessee's losing again.
Is it Nick or Mitch? Who are they starting?
They're starting Nick.
Yeah.
I think Trubisky's even hurt.
I think and the Bears' defense is actually better than people give it credit for. I think they're like third or fourth against the pass. Still,
I just said Ryan Tannehill's going to go off.
well, he may still,
now,
but
now
I mean,
I'm saying that he
I think they're 10th against the path. Actually, let me find out that. Actually, I think they're actually pretty bad against the the pass. Gosh, I can't say. I've had a work day that's just been not. It's still not over in my head. What's our crazy bet of the week? We haven't done it. Craig's always messaging us saying, "Hey, we got to do it this week." I always like punters. I always like kickers. You know what they did? The Maction. Did you see this? This is Barstool Sports. They do this for the Maction week, whatever that is. But what they do is they choose how many. They bet actually missed field goals and fumbles, turnovers. Those, and they say that there's going to be a total over the weekend of all the games, 80 or something like that. So, do you guys want to do something like that? We won't. I want to go missed field goals.
We can do missed field goals. That's fine. How many for all the games?
For all the games. This is excluding Thursday night, but this is everything Sunday and Monday.
Okay.
And this is including extra points and like anything that's a kick. It's a field goal kick. How many we missing?
Let's see there.
And I can wind this down. Because I think there's going to be a lot of field goals this week because there's a lot of people that are evenly matched.
You want me to go?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I am going to go 13.
13 total. We're doing prices right. If you go...
Closest to without going over?
Yes.
Ooh. I was going to
I'll stay with 13.
Okay.
$1, Bob. No, we'll go closest. We'll go closest.
There's got to be 15 games?
There's 13.
13? Is there 13
That's
games?
why I
Is
took
that where you
13.
figured it out?
Yeah.
It's
smart.
That's what I was trying to think about. But I will go 15.
Ooh.
That somebody will miss a field goal and an extra point in the same game. 15.
$1, Bob.
I think you just said 1.
Yeah, that's fine. He said closest too.
12.
This guy has played this game perfectly.
It would have been better if he would have said 14.
Yeah, just like sandwiched right in the middle.
Like he has to be perfect. But then he hits it. That'd be awesome. I say you go 14 just to risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit. All right, I'm gonna go 12. I will go 12.
I'll put $1 in if you go 14. We'll actually bet on it.
Will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go 14, I'll put $1 in.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Now it's not closest to anymore. You guys want to do $1 bet?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. This is like the wheel at the very end of life where you didn't make enough money throughout the game, and then you put it all on that one like long cardboard piece of a number, and if it spins the wheel and you land on it, you win the game.
So if it's anything 12 or less, it's just nothing.
Yeah. No. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or 15 or more.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. I'm good.
All right, so you're sticking with 13.
I am sticking with
I'm going with 14.
I'll take 15.
15. Got to land on it. And here's the thing. We'll do this every week. The pot will grow bigger and bigger until whoever gets it actually gets the actual number.
That's fair.
Deal.
Okay. All right. So $3. And then you started this week. So next week you'll start. And then we'll get the round robin going. Okay. Wow. This is exciting. I'm kind of jazzed right now. All right. Well, everyone, thanks for listening. Send us your questions and everything. We're going to record another one and appreciate who you are to even listen to us. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.